Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SoFlo Soccer channel. My name is Matt, and it is Friday, muchachos, which means that tomorrow Inter Miami are going to be playing in the Club World Cup, the first game, the opening game of the tournament, making history tomorrow, playing against Ahly, the top team in Egypt, the top team in Africa. And we have a lot of things to talk about. Oh, nice. We got the chat working today, which is an amazing sign. I was really worried that the chat wasn't going to be working again today, but I'm glad we got that fixed. Welcome everybody in to the SoFlo Soccer channel. Welcome into the live stream. I feel like it's been so long since we talked about Inter Miami. I'm very excited to talk today with you guys. Club World Cup, man. Look, we've had our discussions about the Club World Cup in the past, and everybody has their doubts about it. But I want to go into this, with a positive note and trying to be as optimistic as I can and be as realistic. I'll still be realistic, but I still want to be optimistic, which is always very key, especially when you're backing the boys del Inter. But Ash is in the chat. Lucas in the chat saying, let's go Miami and Messi. With Messi, anything is possible. 2-3 win against Ahly, says Luca. Circus Fun says, what's up, boys? Oscar's in the chat saying, now we know why James Rodriguez didn't get signed to Inter Miami. Yeah, no, now we know. After all that beefing that happened in the Colombia game, if Messi doesn't like you, you're not coming to Miami. Let's just say that, boys. But guys, I'm pretty excited, man. I'm super excited. One, obviously, because I'm gonna be working the Club World Cup. It's been a super hectic week. It's been a very hectic month, to be fair. But this week especially has been super crazy with the Club World Cup coming, with the international break that has been here. I've been trying to watch a lot of football. I'm trying to work a lot of football. I'm trying to, work at my actual job and do this. And it's amazing, man. I can't complain. But I'm really excited to go tomorrow. I'm going to be there. I'm going to work the game. So if you are going to the game and you recognize me, feel free to say hi. I'll be outside. I'm going to be outside, just walking or just in like certain sections. If you see me, stop by and say hi. But this is huge, man. This is history in the making. The first time that Inter Miami has qualified for the Club World Cup, of a huge honor, a huge privilege, and I think that it's something that we all should be very excited about, regardless of the fact that if you think we're gonna crash out of the group, if you think we're gonna advance maybe to the next round, but whatever your expectations may be, this is gonna be a lot of fun. He is always crying when he doesn't get his way. I love our new reinforcement, Monkey Man. Honestly, okay, let's talk about some updates. Let's talk about some updates before we get into the game itself and maybe what to expect and things like that. Let's talk about some updates from Inter Miami, or that has been going on as of late. And so let's talk about the transfer window first, because as you guys know, for the Club World Cup, clubs participating in the Club World Cup had that 10-day whatever window, and they could have signed whoever they wanted for the tournament. And Inter Miami also had that opportunity, as long as it still was under the MLS regulations, essentially the squad registration rules. So we still had an opportunity to sign somebody, and we ended up not doing anything with it. We did not end up signing anybody in this short window, which it's either one or two things. I feel like for sure Inter Miami are going to be bringing somebody in this summer. I don't know who it is. It could be this Brian Rodriguez guy. It could be somebody else. I have no idea. But I just don't think we're going to go the whole secondary window without bringing somebody in. Maybe just things didn't line up specifically for this like 1 week Club World Cup window. So I'm trying to look at the positive here. We didn't sign anybody, but we still have a very big roster. We still have a lot of players that we can use for reinforcements. And my dog is going crazy, running back and forth. Because I think he heard somebody out the door. Let me open the door for him. Hold on. Come on, go see who it is. He's so funny. Oh, This is my. Oh, I was gonna show you guys. This is my Club World Cup stuff. I'm gonna show you guys that in a second. I have it right there in the back, all in the bag that they gave me. I also have. I need to get a new light. This light broke, as well as my camera stand broke. So I need to get like everything brand new. Oh, hey, shout out to the Pattern Herons, man. Shout out to the Pattern Herons saying, I'm pretty sure this is Danny. Shout out to you, Matt, for always doing such a great job. Hey, man, salute to you guys, bro. Shout out to the Pattern Herons. I was actually just watching you guys. I normally don't watch previews before I do my own, because like I don't want to make people think that I'm like copying. But I saw your guys' stuff, and like you guys literally talked to a guy from freaking Egypt. I think that's badass. I think that's super, super badass. So, I mean, like, props to you guys for pulling that off and making that happen. It was an absolutely fantastic episode. If you guys missed that, go check out Battered Herons. They have that interview with their guest, Mo. That was an awesome, awesome episode. We're 100% bringing somebody. Oh, no, 1,000%. Like, there's just, I refuse to believe that we don't bring anybody in the secondary window. But maybe it just fell short. We couldn't get it done for this short like week. But regardless, we had that happen, right? Unfortunately, we couldn't get a lot out of that. What I'm honestly really, really excited about, and we had leaks about this and in the past, but nothing was ever confirmed. But hey, guys, muchachos, we got to take a look at this. We got to take a look at this right here. Look. We got to take a look at this. You can't tell me that this is this is not a sexy kit. Like this is a sexy fucking kit. Let's be real here, boys. Look at this. The baby blue. It matches like the color of the pool water. Like, come on. This is like the most summer vibe jersey that you're ever going to get. This is a 10 out of 10. I think Inter Miami has done very, very well with this kit. I like it a lot. They added the pink, like bubble gummy, the bubblegum pink. I like it. Love, dude, this jacket. I'm never going to be able to wear this jacket I'm never going to be able to wear this jacket in the summertime here in Florida, but it's a badass fucking jacket. I'm not going to lie. It's like that jacket. And yeah, no, it's good. It's awesome. I'm like, this is a huge, huge 10 out of 10 from Inter Miami. Vice Rosa says it reminds him of Napoli. I can see that. Napoli, I don't think Napoli is this exact blue, though. I think Napoli is like it's like a sky blue. It's not a baby blue. It's more like a sky blue. Sean is going negative 10 out of 10. Come on, Sean. What do you mean negative 10? Look, Monkey Man's drooling over him. Monkey Man is like, I think they got the inspiration from the color out of Monkey Man's drool, bro. That's what they did. In Miami cooks with the third kits, and we never wear them, and we'll never ever we'll wear it one time, and that's it. That's exactly what we did with the archive kit. We wore it once, I think twice, because we wore it twice because Messi wasn't there for the first time we wore it. So we wore the archive kit twice. But we're gonna wear this kit one time, and then we're never gonna touch it. We're probably gonna wear it tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if we wore it tomorrow. Will suit you buy it. Will suit you buy it. Oh, I'm 1,000% buying this. I'm 1,000% buying this. Don't you worry. If we want to win, then Chelo should. Okay, no, we'll talk about that in a second. Also, we're talking about this beautiful kit right now. We're talking about the good stuff before we get to start going into the Chelo hate. We're talking about the good stuff here. But no, I'm really, really liking this kit. I think there was other images here with Benja. Look, Benja by the look, all gangster. By the pool. Actually, shout out to Benja. I don't have a photo on me, I don't think. Actually, I might do. I might have one. But shout out to Benja, because Benja was at the Miami airport yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday or 2 days ago. He was at the airport, the Miami airport yesterday. My parents saw him there, and he took a picture with my mom. I don't want to expose my mom, but I want to see if I could just show you guys the picture. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I just remembered because Benja's like the GOAT. Here it is. I'm not gonna expose my mom, but like, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that. That's Benja with my mom. W. Kremashi for the photo. at Miami International Airport. Apparently, inside scoop, you heard it here first. Apparently, he was in Egypt. Or you probably saw it on his socials if anybody follows him. But apparently, he was in Egypt on vacation, which is fun. I don't know what he was doing. He was probably like backpacking camels in like Egypt or something. But I think it's dope. But shout out to him for taking a picture with my mom. Yeah, buy it and then wear. Of course, I'm gonna wear it on stream. If I get it, whenever it comes, I'm gonna wear it. Absolutely. These kits are usually released around Leagues Cup. Sure. Everyone copies the Heat, Miami Vice. Get over it. Do something bold. Okay, but look, we haven't had amazing kits. We had the Archive kit, which is great. And then we had these are Miami inspired kits. Like, of course, they're gonna take inspiration from like Miami vibes, like Miami Vice. The kit was also the Archive kit was also like Miami Vice, like Dolphins kind of thing. Of course, they're gonna take inspiration out of that. The blue was the third color for the team when they first started. It's the inside color. The first year kits. Didn't they? If I remember correctly, Danny, it's the was it the first away kit that we had? It had like the blue accent as well. I forget what it's called. I don't know if it was La Palma kit or something like that. Like they had like a blue accent on the kit, or like a line like outlining Palmas. I think it was that one. I think it was that one. Ahly, here we go. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Um, you can crop out the nah, it's fine. It is what it is. The face roof from yeah, no, I didn't want to expose my mom. I didn't know if she wanted me to show the photo because she'll probably be like, oh my god, I look hideous or something like that. I don't know. The only good kit we had was the collared pink one. You mean you mean the one that Messi came in 2023? That one? I don't know about that. If it's that one, then I don't agree with that at all. I don't remember any blue on the outside, but there was a blue line on the inside collar of both white and black kits the first season. Really? On the well, I have a replica of the white one, so it doesn't have. Oh wait, now I know what you're talking about. Now I know what you're talking about. Yes, yes. It had the blue. It had the blue line. I remember on the authentic kits. I think it didn't have it on the replica because I have a replica. I have a white like David Beckham back from like 2020. It doesn't have a blue, but I'm assuming it's just for the thing. No, I don't have like I have the replica. I don't have the blue line. At least I don't think. I've had that for like 5 years and I don't remember seeing a blue line. Well, it's in my closet. I'm not gonna get it now. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I'll double check later. But yeah, no, the blue is always very nice. The blue is always also very nice. But anyway, I just wanted to start off with that. What else happened? I think that's it. We got a kit we got a kit release. We had another partner release. We had I don't know how big you guys are into Levi jeans, but now apparently we partnered with freaking Levi jeans. Now we have jean jackets, Inter Miami inspired. They got like these cool these are extremely exclusive. Apparently also you can only get this at the stadium itself, at Chase Stadium, in the store. You can only get it in like certain malls in Aventura, like in Miami, and then I think in the airport. And then I think it's like you can't buy it online, which I think it's pretty sick. I think like this heron design I think is pretty cool. This one back here. I don't like the freedom to dream. I don't like the text. I don't like text like that on like something like that. Like I don't like that. I like more of a like a logo, like a one big like picture. Boom. The front looked pretty cool too. Like I don't know if you could tell, but there's like these badges. I mean, for some reason they didn't display the badges closer, but like they have like these little badges right here, to kind of give it some detail. Apparently, there's also one with just the Inter Miami logo. So they have different options. I think this is pretty cool. Pink buttons. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Don't think I'm gonna buy it to be honest. But if I were to buy it, I'd buy this one. I'm not really a jean jacket kind of guy. I don't know if anybody here's a jean jacket person. Um, I don't know. Those are going to be like $200. Yes, they're going to be very expensive. You guys remember like what was it called? Like the bait, like BATE, the bait collab. The bait collab was ridiculous. It was so expensive, and everybody bought it. Like everybody bought it. I don't know if Danny and the Battern Heron, Danny and Chris bought any bait like collab clothes, but I wanted to buy some, and it was like minimum, like it was like $150 for like a. It was so bad. Like the shirts were expensive, the jackets were expensive. I think they showed shoes as well. It was super, super, super expensive. This is dope. Big fan of denim jackets. I don't think I could pull off a denim jacket. Like maybe. I mean, like I don't have the best sense of style, anyways. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Gotta milk that cow, Mr. Maz. Hey man. Wouldn't Fanatics sell those? I mean, I'm guessing the jerseys they sell okay on the app. So I didn't check the Fanatics website, but supposedly from what I read in the article that Inter Miami posted, that it's not going to be available online. Here, I could actually pull that up for you here in their website. So it says here, this collection is a movement, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, where can you buy it? So you could buy it at the team store. You could buy it on the spot. You can customize and select their favorite patches and add them to the jackets, jeans, or gear, which is sick. So you can do that on the spot at the stadium. Official in my oh yeah, they're doing a watch party on June 19th at LA Tropical. I won't be going to that because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be wait no, I think I'm working that day, so I'm not gonna be able to go to that unfortunately. But that's when we play Porto, I believe. Yes, we play Porto in Atlanta, so they're doing a watch party. They're going to be selling it there, and then in-store offer at Levi's, Aventura, Brickell, and Dadeland. Sure, I don't know any of. I don't know what Brick. I know what this place is. I don't know what Dadeland is. Receive a complimentary Levi's embroidered patch when you purchase a denim item at Levi's, Aventura, Brickell, and Dadeland. That's cool. So they give you they give you that to you for free. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty dope. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, if you like denim jackets, like Soccer Daddy, so the Heron M is the best one. Oh, 1000%. The Heron M is awesome. That logo goes crazy. I'm not a fan of the Babe, but I'm sure they sold well. Love the Levi jackets though. Yeah, these are sick. I wasn't a fan of the Babe too. I wasn't a fan of it either. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know what it was when it first came out. I was like, what the hell is that? And people looked at me like I had like three heads. They were like, "You don't know what that is?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I don't buy overpriced clothing." clothing. Um, can tell you you're not a Miami kid. I'm not. I don't claim to be a Miami kid. I'm not from Miami. I wasn't born in Miami. I honestly prefer not to drive to Miami with all due respect. Driving to Miami is a pain in the ass, guys. You have no idea. I mean, like a lot of you guys know, and I feel like Danny could back me up on this one. Driving to Miami sucks. Driving out of Miami sucks, man. I've been doing it all week because of the Club World Cup. It's so bad. It sucks, man. And now I have to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow when I go to the game, I'm gonna have to do that. And I could only imagine Danny and a bunch of other people I know who come from Miami to Chase Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. They make that whole drive to watch the game. I'm like, you guys are like, I tip my hat off to you guys because I could never do that on a weekly basis. I couldn't do that. I honestly couldn't. Dadeland is a mall. Oh, okay. I would wear the jock jacket. Oh, the jock jacket from the other one. I think it's called Riptide, the third kit. Sick name, by the way. 10 out of 10 fucking name. Riptide. Come on. Like, you got to give Inter Miami some credit on this one. Are we going to talk about lineups? Yes, we're going to talk about the game now. We were just talking about some, like, news that happened, before we actually get into the game itself and everything about the game. But no, we're going to talk about lineups. We'll talk about, squad and everything like that, like who's actually in the squad for Inter Miami, which I'm going to show you now. I'm going to pull up that graphic. If I could fucking find it, because now I have, okay. So yeah, let me pull up the graphic for you guys so you can see that. But this is the roster that is registered to play in the Club World Cup. Everybody is expected, right? Everybody's expected. I think the one name that I think caught people by surprise was freaking Drake Callender because he was injured and we all assumed that he wasn't going to be available for the Club World Cup. Maybe they just put him in there like as a just in case, but Yeah, he's in there. But no, we have Calendar, we have Ustari, we have Yarbrough, the new signing, we have Rocco, we have Lujan, Aviles, Martinez, Sailor, Frey, Alba, Tyler Hall, young kid, Noah Allen, Maxi Falcon, Chelo Engand, Israel Boatwright, which is awesome in the midfield. We have Busquets, we have Segovia, we have Baltasar Rodriguez, who's been injured since he got here, but he's registered for the tournament anyway. We have Benjamin Kremaski, David Ruiz, Yannick Bright. We're probably going to be seeing David Ruiz. I hope we do, because we've been missing him all year, and I think he should be getting better. Um, Either this month or for next month. I don't know. He should be getting better soon. We have Yannick Bright, Redondo, Santi Morales. For the forwards, we have Fafa Picot, Luis Suarez, Lionel Messi, Tadeo Allende, Leo Afonso, and Alan Obando. Let's dial in. I think very, very standard roster. Roster. Tyler Hall is awesome. Israel Bolt, all the young kids being registered to this tournament is awesome, and it's cool to see. I expect the kids not to get like a crazy amount of minutes, but I think this tournament is going to be very helpful, or a very awesome experience for these guys that have never played in this tournament before, and I think it'll be just a good, not eye open. I don't want to say eye opener because it kind of sounds rude, but more of like, hey, like this is what competition is like around the world. Like this is how the people in Egypt play. Like this is how players and teams in Egypt play. This is how the Portuguese teams play. This is how Brazilian teams play. So we're gonna be getting like just a little appetizer of what teams around the world play like, and these players get to learn from that. They get to play at it firsthand and get some of that experience. So if they do at some point move on, move abroad, etc., and they'll have some sort of idea of how they play and things like, and see if they can keep up with it and play against it. So I think it's gonna be cool. For Ahly, right? This is gonna be a tough game, guys. I know that this may not be convincing to a lot of people, right? Because this is a team from Egypt, and I don't know how people really feel about it. Maybe they think it's easy. This is going to be an easy game, that we should be destroying these guys, etc., etc. I don't think so, guys. I don't think we are going to be destroying anybody. I don't think we're going to be destroying anybody today, or in this tournament. Ahly, they're a great team. They're a very, valuable opponent. They are the best, not one of the best. They are quite literally, like, no argument, the best team in Egypt, and the best team in probably of Africa. So they are a very, very good opponent. They have a lot of players that are really, really good players. Actually, I want to give a huge shout out to oh my god, the Drive Pink Dialogue. If you guys haven't watched it, I highly recommend you go check out the Drive Pink Dialogue's most recent episode. They do like a preview. It's like a 25-minute video, and they go through like a couple of key players for Ahly, which I think is awesome. Like they really did their research and things like that. So they like did like some like research on like who their top players are, who to watch, etc., etc. Actually, like Ahly played a friendly. I'm pretty sure it was in Shea Stadium. I'm pretty sure they played a friendly against in Shea Stadium. They played against Pachuca, where they tied 1-1. So Pachuca gave them a pretty. They tied 1-1, but Pachuca won on penalty kicks. So I'm gonna show you guys that right now. This is that game. Ahly won, Pachuca won. Pachuca won on penalties. Trezeguet was the one that scored for Ahly, and obviously we're not going to know any of these players, but they have players like Trezeguet. Apparently, who else was supposed to be good? This guy I think was supposed to be good. Aliou Dieng. I think. I forget who it was. Somebody else was supposed to be pretty good. I think their goalkeeper's supposed to be pretty nice. So this is not. They have a 6'3", 36-year-old keeper. So this is I guess their version of Ustari. He has good, consistently handling reflexes, no outstanding weaknesses. So this is they play like a four. They played a 4-3-3, which is so that's something to consider when we go into the game tomorrow. In the friendly, they didn't play their 11 together. They treated it as a friendly. Yeah, they played. I mean, you could tell. I think that they play. I mean, like Trezeguet coming off the bench is not really something you see. Um, but even then, they still. But even then, it's still something to kind of consider. I mean, like if they're tying 1-1 in a friendly, imagine with their full 11, they're definitely gonna be gonna give us a handful. I think we should be able to compete in this game. I think if we play it right and we go in with the confidence and the energy and the passion that we always do when it comes to tournaments, I feel like because we Inter Miami do very well in tournament situations. I think like the team gets very hyped for tournaments. Tournament football, tournament soccer is a whole different animal. Like that's where playoffs and stuff come in. It's a whole different animal than to like any regular season. You get a lot more motivated. It's like you give it your all in every single game. Um Danny's saying the new coach is trying to implement his new style with his team since he was just hired. Number 10 and number 22 are their best two players. Really, not even Trezeguet. Trezeguet is not one of their best players. I mean, or is that? I'm assuming that's alongside Trezeguet. But number 22, is their midfielder, Anam Ashur. Anam Ashur. This is their number 22. Apparently, just pure stats wise, this guy has been like the most consistent player. Look at this, like 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 7, 8. That's incredible consistency. Apparently his strengths are consistency, high pressing, long balls, and he has a weakness of ball control according to SofaScore, which is interesting. Very, very, very interesting. This guy, look at this guy's heat map. This guy is all over the place in the midfield. So this is definitely going to be somebody to watch. So shout out to Danny for bringing that to our attention. And he also said the number 10, who is their striker. I'm not even gonna attempt that name. Gradisar. We're just gonna say Gradisar. He's a striker. He does very well in anchor play. He's 6'2", 22 years old, young guy. Um, he has a weak. He does his strength is anchor play, but his weakness is passing. I feel like that just cancels each other out essentially. Um, but in the league this year, in all competitions, he played 38 games, over almost 3,000 minutes, 12 goals, 7 assists, so 19 goal contributions in 38 games. He played 3 Conference League games. He played in the the African Champions League. Um, so this guy plays a lot of minutes. They really, really heavily rely on this guy, and his heat map is all over the place too. So this guy, I'm assuming he likes to drop deep, just based on his heat map. He likes to drop deep, hence anchor play. But this is pretty deep. I mean, like if he plays in the midfield, that's interesting. That's very, very, very interesting. Um, he has ball control like Benja. Apparently, their biggest weakness is being pressed, because their defenders and even goalkeepers give the ball away when they are pressured. Really? Okay. If that's the case, if their weakness is being pressured, then we're gonna win the game. And like if that's really, really gonna be the case, because if I was a team, like if you were to ask me, if I was the coach of Ahly, and I know that if we're pressured, we're screwed, I would just tell our guys to just not hold the ball. I'll just be like, yo, don't hold possession. Don't do like none of that tiki taka BS. Don't do none of that, bro. Just long balls. It's gonna be like rec soccer, bro. Like clear it, long balls, all that stuff. Play kickball out there. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't want my team to hold possession of the ball. So if that, I don't know if that's normally their style of play. I don't know if that's like their normally their tactic. I know you said like this is a new coach and they want to try this what's it called? This new um what is it, tactic, new style of play. But if that's the case, then I would tell my team, hey, don't hold the ball. Let Inter Miami control the ball. Let them hold possession, and we'll just try to counter and do whatever we can from there. If that's the case, I feel like did your chat delete? I think his chat's deleted. Or he probably deleted it. Yeah, message retracted. Yeah, no, it is what it is. Okay. Um, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Jesus. Oh, okay. If we hold possession, so if we go into the game holding possession, controlling the game, we do. I feel like we do kind of. Well, we'll have the advantage in that sense, but I feel like Inter Miami, we have played games where we would be in control, especially in the first half. You guys know where I'm going with this. We would be in control of the game for the first half, hold possession, have a couple of opportunities, have a couple of chances to put some passes in, etc., etc., and then we'll be gassed out. And then second half, we completely lose it, and then the game just switches on our heads. Um, I'm hoping that we don't make that same mistake against Ahly. I feel like Ahly would know that about us maybe, and so maybe they go in doing exactly what I said, like not holding possession, let Inter Miami hold the ball, we'll play counter, whatever, and then like let Inter Miami make their own mistakes and let them get tired and et cetera, et cetera. Maybe they're smart enough to do that, but I'm not sure. What I think is gonna happen, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm really hoping that Inter Miami wins. I'm really hoping that we make out the group in general. Like, if you want my honest opinion, um, but when you play against top leagues or top teams around the world from across the world, you can't expect to win every single time. You have to expect good quality football because these are top teams from every country that's participating in this tournament, and you have to expect good football and expect amazing efforts, great enthusiasm for every single one of these guys. I know a lot of these guys are very, very excited to play. And Mascherano, of course, coaching the Club World Cup for the first time for his first year as a club manager. We have Sergio Busquets, who's I think he said he's never played in this tournament either. Benja Cremaschi, Fafas, Tarasco Segovia, Messi, who's played this before. Um, he did comment about, yes, of course, there's different expectations going into this tournament with this team compared to the other teams that he's been with, Barca and etc. But they're still very excited to be a part of this tournament, to participate and be as competitive as they possibly can. So I don't know what you guys expect out of this. Let me know now in the comments down below what you guys expect from this game. Do you think we're gonna win? Do you think we're gonna lose? Do you think we'll tie? Do you think we'll make it out the group? Leave that now in the comments down below. If you're watching it live or you're watching it after, make sure you leave that in the comments. Um, I want to go with a predicted 11 here. I want to talk about a predicted 11. So if we go, I feel like we're not gonna do. Okay, let's get it out the way. Let's get the goalkeeper out the way. Let's go from goalkeeper. We'll move to forward. Move up to forward. I think in the goalkeeping position, Oscar Ustari will still be our number one. I know we signed Will Yarbrough. I know we have Rocco available, and supposedly Drake Callender is registered for the tournament. So we have four keepers in total, but three keepers outside of Oscar Ustari that we have to choose from, which I think is a very safe thing for us, because God forbid anything happens to Oscar Ustari or to anybody. But I think Oscar Ustari is still going to be the main guy. Supposedly, moving on to defense, supposedly Jordi Alba is maybe not, might not be available tomorrow, which apparently he wasn't in training, was it this morning? And so him being selected for tomorrow's game could be just not as likely. Here we got Soccer Daddy sending it in the chat now that I'm looking at it. Alba is not playing, or we will be less predictable. Well, you're saying it like he's not going to be playing at all, which, I mean, like, if he doesn't train If he didn't train, then probably I think it's assuming. I haven't seen anything that confirmed it, but let's just say that he's not playing. So if he's not playing, less predictability. That means that Noah Allen will be playing left back. Noah Allen will be playing left back as the two, which I don't mind at all. Noah Allen has completely like tore the defense like up. Like that guy is just he's a dog. He's an absolute beast. He's an absolute dog. Oh, Alba is out for tomorrow. Same lineup against the Crew, just Aviles instead of Falcon. I was gonna talk about that. So I was gonna ask you guys, what do you guys prefer as your center back partnership? Because if you were to ask me, with Noah as the left back, we can go back to how we played against Columbus, like how you said, Soccer Daddy. We can go back to how we played against Columbus with Noah Allen at left back. We had David Martinez, who I don't think is going to be available for tomorrow either, and then Maxi Falcon, and then we had Chelo at the right back position. I don't know if Martinez is going to be, because I heard Martinez also wasn't in training, or he didn't participate in full training. That's what I saw on Twitter. I'm going to see if I could try to find that tweet. I think Franco Panizo posted about that, or posted something about that. I'm going to double check while I hear you guys' comments. No, that's something else that I'll get to in a second. Yes. So here, I'm going to pull up the tweet for you guys. It says here from Franco, notable absences from Inter Miami's final training before Club World Cup opener. Joey Apple's not seen with the group nor doing individual work with the trainer, as was case on Wednesday. New absentee is David Martinez, which would be a big loss. So if he's out, that is a pretty big loss, because he's been doing really good since he's come back. Other Inter Miami injury updates: Alan Obando did individual work with trainers before practice and did not join the rest of the group. David Ruiz and Yannick Bright did individual ball work with the trainer during the session. So they're probably not going to be playing, or let alone starting at all. This is Suarez making some comments. Oh, this is him saying that Jordi Alba was out of the World Cup opener. As well as Gonzalo Lujan and Yannick Bright will miss the first game versus Ahly. And then he talks about signings, and we're not gonna get into all that. So no Alba, no Yannick Bright, probably no Martinez, but he'll probably be on the bench. Alba, Lujan, Bright, David Ruiz, and Obando, things like that. So if that's the case, look, Soccer Dad is saying Aviles and Falcon with Martinez. Yeah, I mean, like, if that's the case, if Noah Allen's gonna be playing left back, Aviles and Falcon probably are gonna be the two center backs. I think. I would hope Aviles. I feel like Aviles needs to get more minutes. He hasn't been getting a lot of minutes since Mascherano has started coaching here. And I think Aviles has been proving himself in the very limited amount of game time that he has been giving. I don't know if you guys prefer one or the other. If you guys prefer Maxi over, or would you play Aviles over Maxi? Would you play them together? Would you play, who would you play? But I think it might be Aviles and Maxi Falcon. At the right back position, it's probably going to be Chelo. It's probably going to be Chelo, which I don't have a problem with. As somebody that used to be like the biggest Chelo hater, which I still claim to be, but I think that's not me. Or I can also admit when he deserves game time and he deserves to continue to be playing. Soccer Daddy that says Martinez trained today, but so I guess Franco's lying, because apparently he missed out. So apparently he missed out on training this morning, but I don't know. Or maybe he came in later. I don't know. What is Mascherano doing to these players? Is he trying to make an excuse for a loss? Is he trying to make an excuse for a loss he thinks will happen? Nah. I mean, I don't know what you mean by that, because I mean, he's saying that these guys are out. Like, these guys are injured. So I don't think he'll purposely make an excuse for like player injuries. I think like I just don't think that'll really happen. Um, and no, I mean like no, because if we lose, we lose. I mean like I don't know what the board's expectation. I mean I think the board's expectation for us in this tournament is to be competitive anyway. So even if we do lose tomorrow or do lose in general, I don't think they're gonna like be not that they're not gonna be upset, but like they're not gonna. It's not like his life, his job is not on the line based on how we do in this tournament. We still do want to be competitive though. But anyway, that's the back four. Noah Allen, Aviles, Maxi Falcon, and Chelo. For the midfield, we have no Bright. Um, so that leaves us with Redondo. That leaves us with Busi, potentially Benja, Velasco Segovia, if he does play a more of a midfield role. Things like that. So I think Busi's going to be playing. Obviously, I think how did we go against Columbus? Did we play Cremasi in the midfield? Or did we against Columbus? Because I don't want to say Redondo, man. I really don't. I want like Bushi. I want like Bushi and Cremasi in the mid. You see, my light stand is broken. I need to get another light stand. Oh, gosh, damn. Light stand. So if I shake my desk, like it'll just fall. What was I saying? Yeah. So I think Busi should be playing in the midfield with Benja. I think like that is the best bet. And normally like Telasco, because if we go with the 4-4-2 formation, Telasco would always be moved wide, but he'll come in centrally and he'll play in that central role. So that like midfield three would be fantastic, honestly, in my opinion. If he can actually if he'll actually play. I don't know what you guys think. Oh, we already got comments coming in. We have Monkey Man saying Busi, Redondo, and Segovia. I would prefer not Redondo, but that's just me. Danny is saying for the Battle Herons, Busi, Telasco, and Cremita. I like that. I think that's the best midfield that we can possibly put out there without Yannick Bright. And I think that's just facts. Soccer Daddy says, no, Redondo, please. He looks sexy sitting on the bench. Yeah, with his voluptuous hair, his voluptuous comb over. Exactly. Yeah, Crema, Segovia, and Bushi. Cremaski will be playing defense on the left side, says Hernan. Not Vice Rosa says Busquets, Cremaski, and Santi Morales. He wants to see Santi Morales play. I feel like we will be seeing. I feel like the young guys. I think we'll be giving them some minutes. I don't know. Maybe we'll see them get some minutes tomorrow. But that's what I think. And then for the forwards, it would be Tadeo, Messi, and Suarez. It has to be. Suarez is making sure that he doesn't put a lot of pressure on himself or the team. I don't know if you guys peeped at the most recent interview that he had. I think it was with Franco and some other people as well. He like talked about his age. He was like, "Hey, like I'm 38. I can't get mad if I'm not scoring every game, and it's okay if I don't score in like 2 or 3 or 4 games. But as long as the team like plays good and we get the result, like that's all that matters." So he's taking a lot of pressure off of his own shoulders, and I guess trying to be more of a team player. But I'm hoping. I'm not hoping a lot for Suarez, but I'm hoping that he can contribute whatever he can to this team to give us the best result. I think Tadeo Ashinde is going to be somebody to watch for us. Hopefully, like if he really, really pops off in this tournament and plays very well, for Inter Miami these next couple of games, I think it's going to be something special. I think we're going to be doing very, very well. Like I think Telasco, we all remember that period where Telasco just like wasn't in not in the I don't want to say wasn't in the best form, but like he was like subpar. He was like mid. He was like very mid for a while. Then he got injured and whatever. But then he came back. He started scoring some goals. He he did his duty well. He does the runs in behind. He gets into the box. When he does play like as a winger, he'll really stretch that defense up and allowing Messi to play more centrally and given more space in those central areas. So he's been doing well with those things. So if Tadeo can continue in the form that he's been in and just continue to be a good player and contribute to this team and help players, whether that's himself or Messi or whoever else score. I think that there was definitely going to be somebody to look out for. That along with Segovia and things like that. Monkey Man says, I'm happy Ashinde is back in form because he wasn't himself after that injury. Yeah, I'm glad. Well, let's hope he can keep that form. Let's hope that he can keep that consistency. Um, the consistency, the high pressing, uh, things like that, and just the intensity. Let's really hope that he can maintain that throughout the summertime. Excuse me for my hiccups. They've installed real grass on every turf stadium. Yeah, they did that for the Copa America as well last year. I'm pretty sure Hard Rock is grass, so we didn't have to do that. But yeah, for the other stadiums that are turf, they had to put like patches of grass over, which is it's not something that people were a fan of. What was it last year in the Copa America? If you guys remember, if you guys were here when I was doing like Copa America talk on this channel, not a lot of people were fans of the patches of grass over the over the turf. Segovia is definitely going to be used against Porto because of his previous club. Absolutely. Baltasar, Falcon, Aviles, Obando would probably be used for Palmeiras. That's if Baltasar is available for selection because he's been injured for so long. And we have to see how Obando does with his injury as well because he's doing like individual work. But I think that's going to be the starting 11 for tomorrow. That is my predicted 11. I think that's the best 11 we honestly have and that we can go into. And like I said in the beginning, if Ahly are not going to be holding possession, which me personally, I don't expect them to. If what Danny said is true, and if they are susceptible to the high press, and losing possession and turning the ball over in dangerous areas. If that is the case, then I expect Al Ahly to give us the ball willingly and allow us to hold the ball, allow us to control the game, which with these 11 players on the field, we can definitely take advantage of that with Velasco Segovia, with Busi. Um, you know, having these players in the midfield, and if we can control the midfield and create opportunities and capitalize on those opportunities, I think we're going to be in really good shape. I have high hopes for tomorrow. Let me know right now, everybody in the comments, where you're watching. If you're watching live or if you're watching after the live, let me know your prediction for the score line tomorrow. Do you think Inter Miami's going to win? Do you think they're going to lose? Do you think we're going to tie? What's the score prediction for Inter Miami versus Al Ahly in the opener of the 2025 Club World Cup? For me, as you guys are writing it down, I'll let you guys know my prediction. For me personally, I'm really hoping for an Inter Miami win, of course, as we all should. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't win, but at the same time, I'd be very surprised if we don't put in a very good fight. I'm expecting a big fight. Like I'm expecting to see proper football. I'm expecting two teams that are really going to try to go for a win tomorrow. They're both going to want those 3 points, and Al Ahly are going to do whatever it takes to score on us to win the game. They have experience in that way, being a top team in their country, in their continent, and they have that experience. So they're gonna know what to do. They're gonna know what to do in these situations where, not that they're not in favor, but um you know they know their strengths and weaknesses. And I'm honestly, though, like, if you were to ask me for a realistic prediction, I want to say a tie. I was gonna be like a 2-2 tie. I think that we can score two. I think they will probably score two. And if they do score, like if Al Ahly do score 2 goals, it's gonna be like off counterattacks. It's going to be purely off counterattacks, in my opinion. In my opinion. Um, I think for us, if we do score two, it'll be based off maybe both of them would be based off build up play, not just solely counterattacks. Maybe we'll get one from counter, um, but I'm hoping that we can at least build one off of like using a build up play. But so I'm gonna stick with the 2-2 prediction. Most importantly, like a tie. Like I'm predicting a tie. If we win, that'd be fantastic. I'd be honestly through the roof if we do win. But I'm predicting a tie. We have Vice Rosa saying Inter Miami 2, Ahly 1. We have AZ Rebellion in the chat saying 3-1 to Inter Miami. I'm D McKenzie, also saying 3-1 for Inter Miami. So nice. We got three people who think we're gonna win tomorrow, which is awesome. We have good luck tomorrow. What time do you have to be at the stadium? I have to be there like 4 hours before the game. So the game's at 8 o'clock, so I gotta be there at 4. Nobody's gonna be allowed in until like 6 or something. But yeah, no, I have to be there like pretty early. So which I don't mind. It's just gonna be super hot, and I'm not looking forward to that because I'm gonna be outside. So I'm just hoping that I get rotated out fairly quickly and be able to go back inside as soon as possible. But this is a must-win game. Do we go to OT and PKs? That is a very fucking good question. Don't think I actually don't know. I did not think of that at all. I don't think we do. I have no idea. I don't know. I have to get back to you on that. I have no idea. To any luck getting out of the group stage. Sure. Let's go 2-1. Okay, so you guys are mostly positive about it. And which I'm here. Look, I'm gonna Google that rule before we end the stream. Are there are there penalty kicks in Club World Cup? In group stage. I don't know. It says no, but I don't know how accurate that is because that's not the official website. I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest. If I do find out, I'll put it in the community tab. But thank you guys so much for giving your predictions. The majority of you guys say that Inter Miami is gonna win. I'm really hoping for an Inter Miami win. I think that we should be very competitive. That's what I'm expecting out of tomorrow. I'm just really hoping for a good game against a really good team, against two really good teams. So I'm very excited. I won't be doing a post-game reaction, obviously, because I'm not going to be able to actually watch the game since I'll be working it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to watch the game on Sunday, and then we'll talk about it on Sunday. Well, actually, no, Sunday's Father's Day. So what we'll do is we'll do it on Monday. So I'm gonna watch the game on Sunday, Monday, and then we'll talk about it on Monday, and then we'll like talk about anything else that that has to happen. Oh, wait, do I work on Monday? Wait, no, I think I work on Monday. I think I work the Club World Cup again on Monday. I do. Boca Juniors plays that game. Let's do it on Tuesday. We'll do it on Tuesday. And we'll come back on Tuesday for an episode because Sunday's Father's Day, Monday's Boca versus Benfica. I'm gonna be working that game as well, so we'll come back on Tuesday and we'll talk about this game, and then we'll probably do a preview for the next game as well, included. So, but thank you guys so much for tuning into this preview. It's been a very hectic week, and it's going to be a very hectic month. So please bear with me. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I hope you guys have fun watching the game tomorrow. If you are at the stadium and you see me, feel free to say hi. I'll be more than happy to say hi to you guys, as long as it doesn't, I guess, occupy me from just doing my job, I guess, like as long as I don't get in trouble, but I don't think I will. But make sure you guys like if you have enjoyed the stream. Comment down below and subscribe if you are new to the SoFlo Soccer channel. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the time that I go live or any time that I post a video. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days. hopefully after an Inter Miami win. Have a good weekend, guys. Ball Miami.
¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo.